watching.
Hi everyone, this is J.M.Wong again. Welcome to another video. So I hope you love this new intro that I've made. In fact, it is an updated version of the first video of 2018. If you haven't checked that out, do check that out. So after asking myself, what is my mood today? What do I want to film? I would say my current mood is to film my writing journal. I think I've shown that journal to you guys before, but that was a very fast flip through. I never get to explain the concepts behind. And well, I decided today I'm in that mood of telling you guys about it. Especially that is the first journal that's the first writing journal that I've ever completed, as well as the journal that contained all the secrets of my series, my novel series, as well as the imaginary world that I have created. So if you have seen my previous video, you will know that I brought one of the reasons why I bought this book, Harry Potter: A History of Magic, is because J.K. Rowling included the drawings, the scripts, and also the drafts that she did inside this book, and I really liked it. It shows the process. These are the drafts. If you want more in details, you can definitely check my previous videos. But yeah, this also kind of inspired me to make this video. I'm going to show you my own version, my own drafts and drawings that I did, for the creation of my novel. So I would just put this aside. Let's go back to my writing journal. I would just want to first show you the writing kit, so-called writing kit. It's in fact a bag, and I put my journal inside here. The reason why I really like it, because you can make it into a sling bag with this long string here, or you can make it like a handbag. So it's very convenient. You can bring it. I could bring it everywhere, and I just have to put in my wallet, my phone. It fits everything, and that's all. So if you've seen my writing journal video before, you will know that I've mentioned that I really like this journal because of these few words on the cover. Our story begins, and in fact, if you look at the back, you turn around, upside down, there's the same word there. The reason for this to happen, I think it's because one of the reasons I bought it from Taobao, which is a shopping website from China that sells really cheap products. And because it's that cheap, I think it's not more than this thick. It's not more than $50, I think. So it's really cheap, and the quality of the papers is really good, by the way. You can see because I've used it for so long. I think I had this for at least 5 years. So yeah, it only became like this last year. So I think it's quite durable. But now let me show you what's inside this journal. Then we have, this is a parallel world, my imagination world. This is a world that I imagine to be. So basically this is a world, and you can see at the beginning of this novel, like, it's a pattern for every beginning of my novels. It started with really nice handwritings. It looks very organized, but when you see at the end, it's a mess. Okay, it's a mess. I can't sustain that neat and organized manner. It's just the first few pages. So you can see the first few pages. A new world created by God shares. So basically this, at first I had this idea of trying to make this world where Protoss, which is like god or goddesses, lives with humans. And then, so basically the first few pages is talking about the world construction, and I'm trying to make this world, design this world, looking for clues and anything online to help me to create this world. But I think at some point, so these are also the history that I've written down, like important days like World War I, World War II. I would say throughout this process of creating my novel, I actually learned a lot of things, especially history, because I have to go and check the real history to see whether it matches with my own story and imaginations. And there's heaven and hell. It's quite simple at the moment. Like, everything is quite brief, and when it talks about magic, it's the basic elements. You can see I found this. I really like this picture though. And this is from a game, I think. I don't remember what's the name, but yeah, it's from a game. Something like Wizard 101, if I don't remember it wrong. And yeah, and here you can see all these are in fact character descriptions of the characters that I want to include into my novel, but a lot of them didn't make it into the final version, in fact. And yeah, these pictures are in fact found from a game called Line Play, And I really like the costumes they have, and also you can, you know, change their face and facial expressions. So I use them. I looked for pictures from other online users, and when I think it's really nice, I will screen cap them and you know, print it out and put it inside my journal. And then there's the chapter 1 planning. So there are different chapters that I plan to write, and I wrote the plot synopsis into the following pages, 3, 4, 5. I think I have completed all the chapter plannings for the first book, and there's also book 2. You can see I did a lot of chapter planning at first, but the funny thing is that I didn't actually use it in the end. And then there's this fair I wanted to include, but now I absolutely abandoned the whole plot, which is a bit pity, but I feel like it's the right decision. But so basically there's this fair in Neverland that I thought of, and I wanted to design what's inside there, what's in the booth and stuff, so I made this little map. Yeah, these are the booths and shops. Things like this. You can see I have included Peter Pan. Oh, where is it? Yes, Peter Pan here. Because Peter Pan is my childhood crush. Yeah. So I really wanted it to be inside my novel, but then recently I decided not to include this plot. So hopefully one day I could use it again, but at the moment, no. Oh, and this is the design of the academy. Yes, there's an academy in my novel. This is the design of it. And yeah, more designs of different academies, and also the world map here. And yeah, more of the other related fairy tales related magical items like ruby slippers, Ursula's necklace, Cinderella's glass shoes. They're basically things that inspire me. If you have noticed, at the moment it's still really tidy and really neat and organized, but slowly you can see that the dynamic is like slowly turning to a point where it's a total mess. So here are some of the chapters I've typed online, and I printed out to put it here to do alterations and edit. Now you can see it's getting more and more messy. There are more mind maps, less words, a lot more pictures. I think the scene is basically what I want to describe how the king moves. There's this character called King Helios, and I want to show how, you know, strict, giving this strict image of him walking through the room, something like that. So that's why I had that. And yeah, more mind maps. You can see there's also some Chinese in here occasionally, because I couldn't think of the English, so I write it down first, and later on I will search for the English translation. And you can see more Chinese. These are in fact characters from Chinese legends that I jot down when I was reading some of the Chinese legends. And I want to jot down just in case it might come in handy. I haven't thought of how to use them in my novel series yet, but I wanted to, you know, to see, you know, just in case, always just in case. And yeah, these are the 7 scenes, another concept I've already abandoned. But yeah, I was trying to think, yeah, well, for the villains, should I use 7 scenes? But a lot of people are using that, so I kind of changed my mind about that. And you can see a lot of mess. Sometimes I don't really know how am I going to read all this again, because there's so many random things in it. I just open a page randomly whenever I feel like it. Oh, this is a Reaper. So you might know about this later on. I have been working on a project that relates to this and might announce this very soon. Now here are some of the things that I've learned from Vampire Diaries. They have talismans and amulet. I find it quite interesting, and I really want to know more about the talisman, so I kind of made this page, you know, print it out, and just in case it will come in handy. And different curses from different fairy tales. That's what it's about here. Well, yep, and different. Oh, I really like this page. That's why I actually tape it here. It might relate to my novel, but not necessarily, not everything related to it. But I really like it because this is a page where I collect all the terms to describe magical practitioners or magical users. And you can see there are diviners, casters, not just witch hunters, witches, daoshi. Daoshi is a Chinese kind of magic users. White witchers. Yin yang shi would be like Japanese magic users. And yeah, I collect all the terms that people use, or people from different times that to use, or different cultures to describe people who uses magic, and I really liked it. So this page would be one of the pages that I would want to go back from time to time. Oh, there's this newspaper clip that my mom gave me. It's about the moon, how moon will affect the your luck and your fortune and stuff. I feel like, wow, this is something that I want to include in my novel again. And yeah, and this is me and my friend. The reason I use this is because I really like this picture, and me wearing this hanbok, which is a traditional Korean dress, kind of inspired me to include something in my novel. And so I printed out this photo and, you know, write a story like next to it and see how it relates to my whole series. Different weapons that I use. Yeah, so one of my favorite one is drawing this. I don't actually remember how much time I used to draw this, but after, you know, completing the whole painting, I really liked it. I just want to also show you at the back of it. Basically, these are some phrases from books that I've read, because English is not my native language, it's my second language, and a lot of things I know how to describe it in Chinese, but I don't know how to describe it in English. And one of the ways that I noticed online is that you have to read a lot, and you will soon learn how to write better. And that's what I did. Whenever I read books, you would see that I have to highlight a lot, and I would write it down. Like after reading it, highlighting it, I would go and write down these phrases at the back of this writing journal to jot it down. I'm not sure I will ever go back to this to check out or write anything, but I feel like it helps me to improve my English. Like it just makes me more confident, I would say, when it comes to writing. Words that I found from different novel, and in the future I can reference to it if I come across scenarios that I didn't know how to describe it in English. So anyways, yeah, I guess that's it for now. This is a flip through of my writing journal, and I hope you like it. And if you like it, remember to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe down below. And yes, let's end this video by saying remember to stop existing, start living, and be alive. And